Hi Libra, and welcome to your TarotVideoScope for July 2015 by Ama. So immediately in here, I'm picking up in here on you having a little bit of a hard time keeping a balance in here, some achievement in here or some accomplishments, definitely some limitations in there for you to reach that success or that accomplishment, but this is running into some limitations. You have some good and bad cards in here because everything at the end is balancing out in order for you to achieve that higher status in July 2015. So let's break it down one by one. So the first card that I have representing you, I have the Temperance card in here, and this card is calling for you in here. Maybe you have a little bit of a hard time in here finding peace and balance in here, having maybe a little bit of a hard time with some power issues within you, recognizing your fear. Are you ready now to maybe deal with some fears in here and resolve that problem? This could also be that you are trying to find that balance in here, even to preserve your physical strength in here, because it seems to me like the month is pretty busy for you. You are spreading yourself thin, so to speak, so trying to find that balance in there between the responsibilities that the work requires or the responsibility that the family and other areas of your life in here require. So this card is also telling me that for the limitations that you are going to be faced, for the fears that you might be facing in here. Also, you have angel protection in here. So divine intervention, angels protections in here, in order for you especially to deal with a situation that thought it was closed, you concluded that, but some issues may arrive now at this time. So anything that has to do with an issue that you thought you're closed, you dealt with, now it's some issues from that may arise for you, but as I said, angel protection in here in order for you to balance that out. So what's forcing you, again, just reinforcing what I said, this is Eight of Swords. Again, this could be predominant in the first 2 weeks of July. Again, in here, you have to being facing here with your own fears. Maybe fears to do something that you know that in the long run would benefit you greatly, but somehow maybe emotionally you weren't ready, and that time to take that action, to take that decision, it's right here, right now. So again, the card is telling me that you are going to achieve the success, but it's not going to be so easy because you are going to run into some limitations in here. But this card is specifically saying that this time, these are some limitations that your emotions are putting into your own self. Maybe having a little fears in here and struggling understanding your internal feelings in here as to what you want to do, or what do you want to do, and how do you want to proceed from here. And a little bit of fear in here of you embarking in this new journey or in this new direction, or taking the next important step in your life. So what's above you, you got the Knight of Swords. And I keep getting the Knight of Swords in here for a lot of cards in here. So again, the card is telling that you want to proceed, you want to take action, but maybe not all the information is available to you. So proceed with your goal and your next step, but just make sure that you have all the information in here in order for you not to limit yourself. So make sure that the information is out there 100%. Now, you could be presented in here with an opportunity that is coming through someone who is Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. That can be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. Now, I have a sense in here that for some of you, because this is a general reading, it's not going to be specific, but I'm going to try to include all the possible meanings of it. This can be that maybe you are going to be presented with a business deal with this person, or maybe entering a relationship with this person, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. That can be the sun sign, rising sign, or the moon sign in here. But whatever it is, it's like one of those things that you need to make a decision right away. Again, caution in here, proceed, but make sure that you have all the right information in here for you to make the right decision and to move forward and to leap in action. Because it seems to me like maybe you are contemplating or doing some plans and organizing, and it seems like now you are implementing some of this plans that you had. So the root cause of this, you got the Sun, and this is such a great card to have because it calls for a new beginning. This is a new energy entering in here in your life when you feel like reborn again. This can be merging, as I said, merging, union, merging of two people working together, financial sources together in here, maybe a business deal, maybe that important client in here coming in here for you if you work in the field with clients. This could also be that maybe you are presented with an opportunity in here to expand your business, maybe a second location in here. You could be a homeowner, maybe buying a home for a first time or a second home. Opportunities in here for you to travel and meet family. This is also some good news related to family and children. You could be married in here with this card. So this is also the relationship card in here. Maybe surprisingly, to your surprise, facing your own fears in here and how you limited yourself in here due to your own fears. Maybe now, surprisingly, you just find yourself in a very happy romantic relationship in here with someone. So I'm also sensing in here that in the past, maybe, again, it's telling me that in the past, maybe you thought you dealt with a problem in here. Maybe you thought you dealt with that struggle, with that conflict. So situation in here, again, through this card is telling me that something that you thought you was done, was completed, you dealt with. Again, you might have some last issues in there for you to deal with. But whatever it is, it seems to me like very little limitations in here or little struggles that you are going to be able to deal with it, because as I said, divine intervention in here, the right people at the right time in here are trying to help you, and you are going to resolve this once and for all. Now, for some of you, this could be a health issue. For some of you, this could be presented with a leadership position in here that you might be struggling with, or it can be emotional struggles in here. But whatever it is, as I said, some limitations in here to deal with, but you are going to be able to deal with it successfully. So what this falls in the position of the future, and I really love this card for you, is One of Pentacles, because it's bringing you good news, a good financial news. This can be maybe you are being offered in here a leadership position. You are being offered in here a very good financial deal, maybe refinancing a home or anything that has to do with a good financial deal in here for you. This could be, again, reinforcing what I said, meeting somebody, or maybe you already met this special somebody and surprisingly finding yourself in here in a very established relationship in here, very strong relationship in here. You could be, if you see this one here, you could be either engaged or married again in here with this card, or even thinking about going there, taking the next step with this special someone. And again, I have a feeling in here that it's kind of coming to a surprise for you as well, that you feel such way, or that you entered a relationship. So that's a good thing to have, because apparently you are going to be able to deal with those fears that are limiting you, how you limit yourself from finding that love and happiness and financial well-being that you know that you deserve, and you know that it's yours. So the next card falls in the position of internally how you feel. You have Four of Swords in here. So it seems to me like feeling grateful that maybe the worst didn't happen, because there is a sense in here so far that you fear that the worst may happen, or you have a sense in here that what can you do in order for you to prevent these limitations. So it seems to me like through this card you are taking in here the proper precautions in here, whatever you feel like you need to do. I forgot to also tell you that this card also has to do with you being on guard a little bit in here, that maybe you are experiencing a loss or a theft. So I'm sorry to say this. So you could be experiencing a loss or a theft, but it also, through this card, you are taking the proper precautions in here, the proper protection in here for you to protect yourself from this. So you have a gut feeling in here that maybe something in your business is not right, or maybe in your relationship or with your health, and because you already are a step ahead, you are taking in here some proper precautions in here, maybe advising with the proper people in here, or signing up in here something that has to do with the protection of your home and your property in here, that you are able to benefit when this limitations arrive in here. So you are going to be able to prevent this situation in here. So this is also feeling grateful that the worst didn't happen, but also is calling for your attention that because you are working so hard and even emotionally this month is very busy. So this is also calling your attention that you need to relax in here a little bit and take your time to replenish your energy in here. So the next card, again, you have a great card in here. It falls in the position of people and the environment around you. You have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is a card that is bringing to you financial blessings. Whatever is it that you were asking for that wasn't available to you so far, that you run into some limitations, an obstacle to achieve that, now it's being granted to you. Anything that has to do with money is being granted to you. Help through people around you is being granted to you. This could be maybe help through friends and family. Maybe you had some problems in there in the past in the field of friendships and family matters, but this is that help, the right help at the right time in here being presented. You could have had maybe some legal troubles in there or immigration problems, I'm sensing through this, and this is you being granted in here some documents, that's important signature, legal cases in here, court cases. But you could also be stepping in to help a family or a friend that is experiencing these issues that I just mentioned. So this is resolvable, a good news in here coming your way. So in the position of hopes, fears, and wishes, you have the Strength. And the strength to me symbolizes in here that you are going to be able to overcome obstacles. You are going to have the physical strength to deal with anything that may arise, any issues or limitation that you could be faced with. And finally, even emotionally, you are going to be able to deal with your internal fears that were limiting you from achieving greater love, greater happiness, and greater prosperity in here. But this is also calling for you finding your own authority, finding a groove, and feeling more in tune with yourself in here. Again, it has to do with that issuing your authority back, getting your power back, getting your strength back in here. So it seems to me that it has a lot to do in here through these two cards, that your social status in here is changing in here. So as I said, from single to a relationship, or to being married and engaged, you feeling more powerful and maybe being offered and presented that leadership position in here. So whatever is happening, your life now is going a step up. So step up in the social ladder in here, and your life is just getting easier. As I said, last limitations in here that you are going to be able to overcome. And this is the outcome, and again is the seven of wands. And just to reinforce what I've been talking so far, that you could be running in here into some struggles and limitations, but you are going to be successful into feeling victorious and fighting your own battles in here and overcoming them. So just to double check in here, just to make sure, I'm just going to open more cards from a different deck, and I'm using the deck from the Psychic Tarot from John Holland in here, just to see any advice on how you can handle this month. Okay, so you got fertility in here. So maybe for some of you, you got the fertility in here. So maybe for some of you, it could be changing the family structure in here. Maybe thinking of getting pregnant, or a child being born, or a pregnancy news in here that is going to change maybe in here the environment around you, the family structure in here, the home or where you live, or the space where you work in here. Because it's also telling me that it's not only about the physical fertility, but it's also about the mental and spiritual fertility in here. You are going to have these great ideas in here. As I said, divine intervention in here. Angels are giving you this, blessing you with very creative ideas on how you can move forward and how you can create a solution to all these obstacles and limitations that you could be faced. Also ideas in here about making more money, having a second business, ideas in here of how to bring romance back into your love and relationships if you are already in an established bond in here. So important dreams in here, messages through dreams. So just feel and follow your gut instinct in here. So the advice in here is trust your gut instinct in here and do what your gut instincts is telling you. So that was the reading for July. As I mentioned earlier, I am finished up the readings in my friend's home that was so kind enough to take me in this moment of need. So please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. As usual, write me any questions or any comments in the link below, and I will try to keep in touch. So until next time, love and light. Thank you.